Howdy guys, as you can tell by the title, there's new LAZULI dropping. Okay guys, I'm so excited. I am obsessed with LAZULI scrunch sculpt. You guys already know. So before we get into the haul, I want to say thank you so much for all the support, for using my code. I know there was a restock recently, so I just want to say thank you to everyone that did support me and used code Bailey at checkout. Y'all's support literally means so much. So I just want to say thank you. And again, I am doing a July giveaway and kind of give back to you guys for all the support you give me. So I will have the July link, the Google form, down below. That way you can show a screenshot showing you use my code this month for July at Alphalete, Lazuli, Buff Bunny, 1UP, all in there for a chance to win some gift cards. So there are 4 new colors dropping. We've got Barbie pink, we've got truffle brown, we've got moss green, and a black, just a basic solid black. Those are all 4 of the colors launching. New sports bra. And there are leggings and shorts in the scrunch sculpt collection. So yeah, let's get into it. There is truffle brown, which I sadly did not get. I am trying to see if they'll send me a comparison photo of truffle brown to taupe brown, because right now I feel like I haven't seen any comparison photos and I'm really confused as to the difference. Based off of pictures, I'm gonna guess that truffle brown is more of a warm brown, kind of similar to like Amplified Mocha, whereas here is taupe brown, not as warm. I feel like there is probably the color that is going to go the quickest. It's the Barbie pink. It is a beautiful shade of pink. It's so pretty. I really wish this collection was a little bit like had more bright options for summer, like a bright purple, a bright blue, a bright green. Yeah, so I'm kind of bummed that this is the only bright color this launch. Hopefully more on the way. The bikers, which do, when I measured them, are 7.5. I like the length, and I find like if you are a bit shorter, I feel like you can easily kind of like pull them up to make them appear shorter. Maybe in the future they'll come out with different length options, hopefully different sizing options as well, because I personally love the 7.5. I think they're a perfect length. They don't budge, they don't move, they don't roll up. But I understand someone who is shorter, they might be a little too long, so I hope it's not like where they completely get rid of one length to swap it out for something that doesn't work for taller people. I don't know, fingers crossed that they just come out with 2 options instead of completely shortening it. So if you are new to scrunch sculpt, but maybe you've tried the old LAZULI sculpt, and that is very similar contouring detail, however it just doesn't have the scrunch. I personally don't find these very flattering. I just feel like without the scrunch I get unibutt, so I just personally don't gravitate to the sculpt. But the scrunch sculpt, which are these, are absolutely fire. So it was just like a seam down here, and then they switched it to scrunch. Way more flattering in my opinion. I do wish that this color came in a scrunch sculpt though, because I love this purple. Material from this launch to now, because this is a much older launch, is the same. The best way I would describe the material, it's not like Amplify. It is not that material in my opinion at all. It reminds me more so, like especially right here, of Bow & T Spectra collection, the Megan Grubb collection. It's a very stretchy fabric. So it's 93% polyamide and then 7% elastane. And then again, at the leg detail, it goes into this thick ribbed detailing, which does have compression. The reason that these are so game-changing and glute lifting is because of the compression down here. If you don't like a compression on the thigh, I definitely would recommend sizing up. The waistband is a thick vertical band, and then it's got this contour detailing right here. It is not 3-tiered or 2-tiered like Amplify. So Amplify definitely has more compression in the stomach. However, they have brought this in from previous launches, like the orange and bright blue launch, Sky Blue I believe is the name, and Sherbert. The waistband honestly kind of tapered out. Like the waistband was just sitting there. There was no compression. So the tweaks have been made to where there now is compression. I feel comfy in them. I feel like it's doing something. I wouldn't say it's so tight to where I'm like, I can't breathe. It's not that compressive, but they definitely did a good job tweaking it so it no longer like tapers out and is just awkwardly baggy sitting there. And then it's got some subtle contouring right here. So it goes down into a little dip. And then over here, contours around the cheeks as well. And then it has a scrunch very similar to Amplify Scrunch. It's not a stretchy scrunch. Like there honestly is not much give to it. There's a little gap right here. Yeah, it's definitely not a stretchy scrunch. I sized down to an extra small this time in the shorts. I got a small last launch, and while they're still very flattering and I still really liked them, I just found that at the top of the glutes right here, there was just a little bit of extra fabric and bunching in that area. So I feel like if they were to make any other tweaks, maybe just shortening the glute area a little bit, or like that way there's not as much bunching at the top. And I know a lot of the Discord girlies had that issue as well. Really like the thigh contour. I really hope it doesn't change. I feel like the leggings are so game changing because it is compressive under there and really lifts. If there was no compression, they'd honestly be like every other legging that has like some pointless contouring under the glutes that do absolutely nothing. So I really, really hope they don't loosen the thigh contour. I love when it lifts. I love that compression. It really does a good job. Also makes the leggings very cellulite friendly because the contour is right under your legs and glutes. I don't care really if my cellulite shows. It is what it is, but I know some people don't like that. And the thick ribbed contouring that is going vertical is right under the glutes and to your thigh. So where I feel like most people usually see their cellulite, where I see my cellulite, it's got a thick band so you really cannot see it. And then again, it's stretchy fabric right here, thick ribbed, but then comes out to a stretchy for enough room for your glutes. I would say it has some marl to it, which I love. Here is Neutral Green, which is an older launch. It's not the same as Bone Gray that recently launched. And I just want to compare waistbands for you guys because you can see how much they brought it in. Because again, the waistband from old launches was literally just sitting there. So these are both extra smalls, but they made this tweak. Compression, it's sucking you in, but not too much to where it's uncomfortable. Because see, as you can see, I feel like the waistband just sat there, didn't really do anything. It's got the little band right here. I will say in an extra small, it's definitely tighter than my smalls right here, but not to the point where I'm like very uncomfortable and it's completely digging in. I feel like right here is quite stretchy, so I usually never have that issue. And I love the length. They're 7.5, I've already said that, but yeah, because of how long they are, one, I can easily adjust it, make it shorter if I wanted, but they do not roll at all. And I have that issue in so many shorts. Even other brands of bikers, they still roll slightly. I kid you not, these do not move at all because of the thigh contour right here. And they're just so dingity dang flattering on the glutes. I'm obsessed. So here are the extra small shorts. I'll also do a side-by-side comparison of the small, just so you can kind of see. Again, the pink is stretchier than I feel like other colors are. So the thigh contour doesn't feel as tight. Again, it doesn't dig in here at all. These do not roll. They hit past the thickest part of my thigh. So I feel like even when I'm squatting, working out, they don't budge. Also, the waistband never rolls on me. I will say the only tweak maybe is like less fabric right here. Some bunching right here because of the extra fabric. The main reason I sized down in the shorts is because in the small, right up here, I had so much loose fabric. So I just needed it to be a little bit tighter. So once I went to an extra small, it fits much better. I'm not having that issue. Sheerness, I'm gonna get the sticker and we'll do a squat. Pink definitely is the most sheer this launch. Okay, sticker is in. It's right here. So you can see it. So if you have a tattoo, if you wear anything besides like a nude tone, you'll definitely see it in this color. Got them in the leggings, which I have on right now. Would you guys like to show? No, I'll show you. Show you guys. So here are the extra small leggings in pink. Waistband, again, like I said, it feels the same as last launch, the tweak where they made it a little bit tighter. So I do feel like it has some compression, but it's not like as tight as Amplify. It's just a vertical rib band. I will say I kind of feel like there's a little bit of extra fabric here and at the top of my glutes compared to like other launches. Yeah, I'm like, these honestly kind of feel like a small rather than extra small. The thigh contour isn't as tight. I love a tighter fit, which is why I do an extra small. It's definitely tight on the quads, but that's what I like because it really lifts, like right under here when it is tighter, just kind of like lifts very nicely. Again, I feel like you can't see my cellulite even in these pink because of the thigh contour happening. No front seam, it's got a gusset, so I never really have like a camel middle line issue. Sometimes I do kind of get the fabric bunching right here in like a V. The logo is the same color as the leggings, which I really like, so it's not like an in-your-face logo. It's like a nice tonal match. And then, yeah, so it's like a more marled color. I would say lengthwise, I would say these are 7/8. They hit like right above my ankle, so definitely 7/8 length. You guys already know we're doing the sticker test. So, we shall see how sheer these are. Obviously they're a lighter shade, so they're definitely gonna be more sheer than the truffle brown, the moss green, and the black. So we have the sticker right here and you can definitely see it. So this color is not 100% squat proof. We will do the squat test just to see if it gets even more sheer. So the sticker's right here. You guys see me? Hold on. Like, so height-wise, they come up pretty high. My belly button is right here, and it completely covers it and goes a little bit above it. So these are definitely high-rise. You can fold the band down if you like it a little bit less high-rise. Again, there is a tight thigh contour right here. So if you don't like this to be tight at all, I 100% recommend sizing up. If you don't mind a little compression, I definitely think you can stay true to size. I wouldn't necessarily say to size down. I would say when in doubt, like a little bit of a less compressive fit, size up. And then we have moss green. Where'd you go? So again, pulling it straight out the bag, I was like, this looks gray. You're gray, you're not green. But it does have a very slight undertone of green, but it's like, I don't know, for some reason moss green, I was expecting like a different shade, okay, a different shade. And so for a second I literally was like, bro, this is literally charcoal gray, but it's not. So here is charcoal gray compared to moss green. Definitely can tell it has a green undertone, isn't as dark, but they both still, to me, just like two different shades of gray. I definitely wish like I got the truffle brown over the moss green. I don't know. I just think it would have been cuter. Honestly, I think you can pair this pink with any of the colors, if I'm being quite frank. It's got the contouring right down here, just goes into the stretchy, thinner material. I wouldn't say it's as thin as like Amplify. Like I feel like it's slightly thicker, but again, it's not the same material. To me, it's like a stretchy, more similar to Bow & T's fabric in my opinion. It's got the gusset. It's not a double lined gusset, but I still feel like it's pretty thick to where I wouldn't stress being like see-through contour. It's got some stretch to it, so it is stretchy, but it's definitely still, once you put it on, compressive. Here's the scrunch. Not too crazy of a scrunch. This is the inside of it. I have never had any of mine rip though, so even though it doesn't have much stretch, I personally haven't had an issue with it ripping. Then you come down and you've got a little bit of extra contouring right here, just for extra design. It really doesn't do anything. Again, this is the moss green. Moss green versus the taupe brown. Moss green versus neutral green. And then moss green versus bone gray. Honestly, you could pair all of these together. I think it'd be super cute, like matching sports bras. And then here is denim blue, which is a much older launch as well. If you have that color and just want to compare. And then here is rich brown to moss green. Again, we already did charcoal gray, but I shall do it again. And then again, we have black. I'm sorry guys that I don't have the truffle brown. Again, I will try my best to get a photo comparison to see how similar it is to taupe brown. Okay, so these are the moss green, and I quickly want to pop on here to show you guys, like, because I got a lot of questions about like extra fabric in the back or the scrunch not going in, so I kind of want to show how I do it. So I hike the contour, like this band right here, all the way up. And then when I turn around, I hike it right under my glutes. You have to kind of adjust it a bit. So you want it right under your cheeks. And then I pull the fabric from the side in, because if not, you'll have like a bunch of extra bunching right there. Pull it up, pull it in there, and that's usually how I get it so in there, and like it fits right at my glute. It fits right under my glutes. I find sometimes when I'm like squatting, deadlifting, all that, it can slightly shift, but it's not much, and I'm easily able to like readjust. It's not like this part completely slides and like is chopping off your glutes. So again, this is moss green. Looks pretty gray even when on. These are gray, like there really isn't much green. I will say I am getting a little bit of bunching, so the thigh contour isn't as snug as the black. Still a compressive fit, but not as compressive as the black. Instead, your normal size in black, it just might be just a smidge tighter right here. Again, waistband is high rise. No front seam. I don't get any like middle line, but I do get the V. Back, super flattering. A little bit of extra fabric right here, but not terrible. I feel like you want it to be a little bit stretchy there. That way you're easily able to squat without the seam ripping. Yeah. These are truly such flattering leggings. I need the truffle brown, and I need all the colors in the shorts as well. I definitely think my favorite are the Barbie pink, for sure. And then obviously black, because I've been wanting that staple for a hot minute, so I'm glad I have my hands on it. We'll definitely be snagging truffle brown, because in the photos, oh, it just looks so pretty. A restock, which I have been dying for this. It's just a basic that you need in your closet, and that is black. So it's just a solid black. It's not like charcoal gray. It's just a nice solid black. I was literally going to buy this on Poshmark for, it was overpriced, but I was like, I need this basic. So I'm glad that I now have it. I held off, and I now have it in the leggings. I'll probably be snagging it in the shorts as well, because you can't go wrong with having a staple in your closet. So here's solid black. Doesn't really have much marl to it. Very, very slight, but it still looks like a good solid black legging. A nice staple for your closet. I will do the squat test in all of these just to make sure, because I know sometimes black can be just as sheer as like the lighter shades. I mean, I feel like this is pretty good. Like you can't even see my hands like through it. I definitely think the sheerest color is gonna be the Barbie pink. I mean, you guys can see the sticker. But I usually wear nude seamless thong, and I'm okay with these. All right, next we're gonna try on the black. Okay, here's the black, and I just paired it with the bone gray halter, because I didn't get sent the black sports bra, which I'm not mad about, because you guys know I'm not crazy about the new bra. But I will say the black are much tighter. They're both extra small, but the black is definitely tighter than the pink. Again, tightness can vary per color just because the way the fabric is, the dye process, all of that. So the black, in my opinion, I feel like are a little bit more snug than the pink. You guys know I like a snug fit, so I'm not mad about it. However, we're gonna put the sticker in and see if they are sheer. Sir. So the sticker is in, it's right here. I can't see it when stretched. I'll have to go back and I feel like you can slightly see it when stretched, but like not much. I'm literally right in front of my windows, so, but it's just not a sunny day. We'll do the squat test, see, but again, this is quite tight. The waistband feels a little bit more snug. I feel snatched. Like, the fact that I have this much of a dump truck wagon in black leggings, oh, I'm just obsessed. I feel like any color is flattering in these dark shades, even in the Lazuli Scrunch Sculpt, you're gonna look thick. Okay, so I'm here for it. But let's, oh yeah, do the squat test. Sticker is right here. We'll do a close-up that way. I'll do it to the side though, that way you ain't get no shots, you know, that are, you know, squat. The sticker is right here, stretched. I feel like I'm not, maybe I'll look back on the footage and be like, girl, sticker right here. I mean, I feel like they're pretty thick because I'm not even seeing, like, you know, some like darker shades of brands, you can see like your skin even through, and like the dark shades, like I'm not experiencing that. I feel like it's pretty thick. Yeah. I think you'll be fine in every color. Obviously the pink, you need to wear nude underneath the ropes, you know, you'll see that. If you have a tattoo, you might see it in this part. I feel like you'd be fine right here. Like if you had a thigh tattoo, I don't think it would show through here. But let me compare the halters for you real quick. Okay. What's crazy is this is a small, yet it still fits more snug and better than the extra small new bra. Yeah, something about this, it just runs big. It does have removable cups, but like, which are completely twisted. I need to readjust them. But the back is like a Y-shaped back. The straps are not adjustable. They're just way too long. So the sports bra comes a lot lower than it should. And then right here is quite wide and baggy. So there's a lot of extra loose fabric. It's just not flattering. There's absolutely no support. Even though there's like a thick, like, an extra small is the smallest size, so it's not even like I can size down to an extra small. So this bra I just think is just not ideal. It definitely needs some tweaking. Runs too big. Again, it's the same exact material as the leggings, as the last sports bra. So if you have this one, it'll be the same material, just in the new colors and new design. Honestly, what I'll probably end up doing is cutting this completely off and making it into a tie halter. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, low support, runs big. So no ruching, whereas last launch, again, there was a ruche and it was halter and it was adjustable. So it just fits so much better. Like, we love an open back. So I'm a little bummed. I only got one bra. Honestly, I'm really sad that we haven't had the long sleeve tops come back in a while. They launched with the sky blue and sherbet scrunch sculpt. They came in white, orange, blue. There were probably more colors, but I didn't snag all of them. And they were like, they ruched right here. You could tie it. You could tie it right here. It tied in the back. It was a long sleeve crop. I'll have a photo right here of me wearing it, but those are my favorite tops Lazuli has ever done. And they haven't come back with them in a while, and I'm hoping they launch them again with another scrunch sculpt launch in like bright, fun colors, fingers crossed. If you want those tops back, comment down below. That way we can get a petition going to bring them back. I know the sports bras this launch just are not for me. What a bummer. But luckily, this pink is such a nice neutral tone that you can pair it with so many different colors. Every shade of pink I feel like would go very well with this. Purples, pair it with blue, neutrals. It's just a very nice pink that you will be able to wear over and over again because it just goes with everything. So for that reason alone, they are worth it. If you want your glutes to look as juicy as possible, they are worth it. Okay, so again, here are the waistbands of the leggings lined up. They're all extra small. The tightest fitting one is the black. The pink definitely has the most stretch to it. And then here is what the thigh detail looks like up close. And here is the scrunch up close. So it's a thin scrunch, not much stretch to it. Dips down right here. Little contouring around the glutes, and then it goes into the compressive detail. Vertical thick band. There are no tiers to it like Amplify. It still has good compression. I'll compare waistband of previous launches to now. They have brought it in. So here is denim blue versus the Barbie pink. Denim blue is an older color. Again, as you can tell, slightly brought it in for a more tapered look. I will say the thigh contour on the older part does feel slightly tighter than the new, but again, the pink is a little bit stretchier than the other new colors as well. There is a seam right here for a little detail. Again, it's not the same material as Amplify. I would say it's similar to Bow & T Spectra fabric, but it is much thicker and better quality in my opinion than Bow & T. Hi guys, so I want to pop on here. It's a new day. I've worked on the sets now, so I'm going to give my general overall feedback. I would say moss green, black are definitely tighter, more compressive than pink, but I wouldn't say they're any tighter than like previous launches. I think the pink, obviously, because like similar to Alphalete, and I feel like with a lot of other brands, different colors can vary in fit and feel, just the way they're made, the dye process. So I think the pink leggings, I didn't have this issue in the shorts. Like the shorts fit normal, but in the pink leggings, I felt that there was a little bit of extra fabric in the crotch area, a little bit of bunching, and then it wasn't as compressive as normal. So they're still flattering, and I still love the pink, and I'm still happy that I got them, but I just feel like they're not as compressive as like last launch or what I prefer, because you guys know I like a tight fit. I also don't think, like, it's a little bit stretchier, but it's not to the point where I'd like, oh my gosh, you need to size down. I definitely think you can stay to your normal size. Sizing down might make them a little bit more sheer. Sizing, I'm gonna say stick to your normal size, but size up if you don't like your thigh area to be tight, or if you like a more loose, less compressive fit, then you can size it from your normal size of like an Amplify or something like that. I wouldn't recommend sizing down on anything this launch except for the sports bras. I would 100% size down on the Y-back sports bra. The halter sports bra definitely fits more true to size, but I would say this new Y-back runs bigger. I got the smallest size and it was still pretty baggy and had gaps in certain areas and the straps were too long, so it's just not a bra that works for me. When I was working out in it, bending over, I kind of had to hold it, and then I just kept having to pull this up. Yeah, that's my only feedback. The bras, I prefer the halter or like, again, the cute crops. I really want the long sleeve crops to come back, but definitely need the truffle brown color. It's very similar to taupe brown. Here's the Kate's color comparison photo, but based off this photo, I do prefer truffle better than taupe, so I will definitely be snagging that. Again, I love the Barbie pink. Even though it's a little bit stretchier, they're still so flattering because of the glute contour, so I'm still very, very happy with them, and I love the pink. I just want to let you guys know the difference in the colors, and one might be stretchier. Just so you guys know, and if you do like a stretchier fit, Barbie pink is what I would snag. If you do like a more compressive fit and only want to get one, black to me is definitely the tightest, and black is just a good staple. I definitely think truffle brown, Barbie pink, and black are going to go the quickest. So if you want those, I would definitely be ready when it launches. Hopefully I'll know the time by the time this video is up. If not, check the description. I will keep you updated in the description and on Instagram of the exact time. I worked out in the pink, both pinks, and didn't notice any sweat. However, again, I feel like maybe it would have probably been different had I been in like Texas humidity heat working out outside. Like that probably would have showed a little bit of sweat, but I'm in like a cold AC gym, so I feel like I just don't sweat as much when I'm in that environment, even though I am working out. And I feel like most of my sweat honestly is like in my forehead versus like my lower half. My pits get sweaty too. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on in here and give you that update. Yeah. So again, my code at Bailey will save you 10% at checkout. I will have it linked down below to shop. If you do use my code, please screenshot and let me know so I can say thank you, and you can be entered into the July giveaway. And it's launching July 28th, I believe, 6 p.m. BST, because I do think the launch will go fast. Again, things sell out faster because it is a smaller business, so they're only able to get but so much stock. Hopefully they'll be able to get more as they grow. They're not as big as like Alphalete, which is why Alphalete is able to get more stock. Please keep that in mind. Like, stock will probably go fast, especially since this is one of their best sellers. You cannot find these leggings honestly anywhere. Like, I haven't seen any dupes, so they're very unique. They're very flattering, so they're definitely a hot commodity. Also, shipping costs. I know last launch, shipping costs were crazy, but they have moved warehouses now, so now they're able to bring more affordable shipping. So I will have the shipping rates international versus if you are based in the UK. On the screen, the shipping rates have been lowered. They are more affordable, which we love to see. They have now also added an extra large. Hopefully they will continue to add more sizes. Also, I want to talk about returns. So there are no free returns, sadly, but I just want to let you guys know, that way you are aware. So that is it. If you have any launch questions, please feel free to let me know. I'll do a Q&A on my story. I have color comparisons over there. 4 new colors: Barbie pink, moss green, truffle brown, and then black restock in legging shorts and the Y sports bras. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys in my next review. Bye.